Welcome to Most Unwanted and X-Files podcast. I'm your host, Chex. My special guest today is Luke. How you doing, Luke?
My own game. I'm not too bad, thanks. I'm not too bad. I'm ready to do some predictions.
So, as am I. This is our predictions show. This is one of my favourite shows to do every season. This is where we make idiots of ourselves because we completely guess horribly and we never get anything right. But it's fun to do. It's fun to make idiots of yourself sometimes.
I think, yeah, every now and again you just need to make yourself look a complete fool, which I'm happy to do on a daily basis, basically.
I mean, it's part and parcel of why we like to do this podcast. I forgot completely how we did this last season, so I'm gonna kind of wing it. We made predictions last season. We made overall predictions and we made season predictions. So overall is like we can carry it over and what we think's coming in the show. We've had those since season 1 pretty much, and we might have made slight changes. And season predictions obviously is for the season just gone. So I figure, why don't we go through some of your season predictions, and we'll see whether any of them came off or came true.
So just the season predictions from last week.
Season predictions for now. We'll save the overall ones for after.
Okay. So last series, I had 3 predictions. I also had a bonus prediction, which actually came true. That one, but we won't get points on that one because it's not related to the X-Files.
We're going to need to go back at some point and figure out what points we've got because we keep giving ourselves points and we never. I don't know who's winning.
No, I have no idea. I was thinking this the other day. We need like an independent adjudicator to figure out what the points are on. But
yeah, we need Optastats. That's what we need.
yeah. They need to. We contact them. Say you've done enough football. We need podcast stats.
One at a time. Then let's start from your first prediction.
So my first prediction was that an episode would take place that had something from another dimension. Now, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen this series.
There's a different time period. I mean, maybe triangle, possibly. I mean, it's definitive enough.
If I'll be honest, I have gone through the episodes and tried to sort of piece together, and I don't think that came off because I was expecting some kind of entity from another dimension or something like that. But
yes, I see what you're saying.
I don't think that's happened. If I'll be completely honest,
no, I don't think so. I'd quite like to see maybe a version of Mulder and Scully from a different dimension, like a little.
Oh, that would.
You could have a Scully being the believer and Mulder being the skeptic. That could be a really fun episode, actually.
That would be really good. Kind of like in Star Trek, where they have the evil mirror universe.
And I'd like to see that.
That would be really good. That sounds like something from Fringe, though. That's like a Fringe thing.
Fringe, I like how X-Files' wacky younger brother.
I like how we've gone 6 series and we've not mentioned Fringe at all.
I've never watched it.
Have you never watched it?
I watched the first episode back in the day. It wasn't my jam.
Yeah, I watched a good few series of it because this was back in the day when do you remember when Love Film used to do the Blu-rays that they sent to you?
Oh, the rentals.
Yeah. So I watched Lost, or again, I get your bingo card. We just mentioned Lost in the post-season, but I did that, and I did Thingy at the same time, Fringe, and I watched loads of that. I didn't watch it all. I got through to the 4th series or something, and it's very much like X-Files, but bigger, it instead of going with aliens, it's other dimensions and stuff like that. It's interesting. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I don't think the trouble with Fringe is that it has nowhere near the strong characters as X-Files does. apart from the one guy, the one like crazy professor, he's really interesting, but that's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this is not about Fringe, but no other dimension.
Yeah, so that's 0 points for you. What about your next one?
I predicted that there would be a side effect to Scully's vaccine or the virus that she was like stung with. I thought there would be some kind of like after effect of that. Again, nothing happened. I think I was reading too much into them saying weak vaccine, which is what I kept saying at the time. Which, to be honest, I don't know if we should be talking about weak vaccines and stuff like that. It gives too many people too much ammunition.
I can't remember anything, if I'm being honest. So
no, I don't think so either.
That's another big goose egg for you.
Yeah. And so 3 for 3, I guess that X-Files will recruit another agent. Now, no other agent has appeared, to my reckoning. Yeah, no. You actually got rid of agents, so yeah, the exact opposite. Yeah. So now we've got 3. But
that's a bad season for you.
My bonus prediction, which did come true, but again, we don't get points for this. We just get good vibes, which is ironic because this isn't happening now. But I predicted that we would record an episode in person, and we did. We recorded an episode in person.
We did. It's a shame it doesn't count for anything. That's a real shame.
No. It's like scoring after the 90th minute. It's like, well, I mean, after full time.
It is nice that we've had the majority of this season, to be honest, in person, it's been definitely a welcome return.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and now we find the struggles of getting back to normal life, and everything seems to be super busy again. And it's ridiculous.
It's busier than usual as well,
yeah,
which is the worst part.
How about yourself?
Okay, so I've got a few contentious ones here that I'd like to discuss with you. Number 1 on my prediction list was Krychek will betray the Syndicate. Now, this one's a weird one.
I looked at this one and I was like, I don't know if that's definitely happened because he just flip-flops all the time. I don't know if he betrayed them or just like turned his back on them.
Well, he kind of just like decided not to die with them.
Basically, yeah.
Which I would advocate as betrayal.
I mean, I get the feeling you would say that for most of them. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure I've got 3 points.
I feel like we need to become lawyers on this and be very explicit in how we say things, which is kind of how I've written the next predictions that I've done. There's one of them where it's like there's no ambiguity whatsoever.
Okay, tell you what, let's leave this one to listeners.
Yeah,
let us know. Do you think Krychek sort of running scared and not dying with the rest of the Syndicate, is that a betrayal or is just that self-interest? I don't know. Would you consider that a betrayal? Let us know.
We will.
It's very important because my point counts on this.
And in this like ongoing game that we have no idea who's winning.
No idea who's winning. It's just everlasting.
Yeah.
My second prediction: Cigarette Smoking Man will be revealed as Mulder's dad. No, it didn't.
No.
It was heavily hinted again.
Yeah.
It didn't. I tried to weasel my way into sort of maybe saying, oh, well, it can't be anything else. Like, it's got to be this. For sure, it hasn't been explicitly said. And there's more than enough, like, plausibility to it not being true that, like, I'm happy to take a big 0 on that one.
Yeah, I get the 0 as well because I predicted that for my overalls. So yeah, at least we're both losing points there.
You've still got. It could still happen with your overalls, though. Don't forget.
Well, it could unless something changes.
My third one was Skinner goes on the run for a period of time. In fact, quite the opposite. He was trapped.
He was hospitalized, which is the exact opposite.
Yeah, and literally trapped in it with his own mind.
Yeah.
So, that's a big 0 for me as well. And then I did have a fourth. I don't know why I had a fourth when you only had three.
I can't remember why. Maybe you had a bonus one as well.
Maybe it was a bonus one, and it was Mulder and Scully kiss. I thought this was going to be the season.
Oh yeah. Nope.
When this little detour from our predictions. When is this going to happen, Luke? I was certain it was going to be this season.
I was certain it was this season. If it has to happen next series, like surely.
We keep saying that though. It's not. Like, are they going to kiss? Are we sure they're going to kiss?
I mean, they've got to. They've got to.
Like, I'm starting to think now. What if they don't?
Man, I feel like people would riot if they didn't. Like at this point.
Well, maybe they did, and we just didn't know about it. We wasn't watching X-Files at the time.
They did. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe this people will be like they're saying that quality dips because they're constantly waiting for the kiss that never comes.
Maybe.
Good title.
I am not predicting any more kisses. Like I am just done with that side of things. It'll happen when it happens. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends. So really, it all depends on the listeners as to who wins this round, because I need to know whether Krychek betrayed the syndicate. So let us know. It's very important. It all sort of hangs in the balance on that one question.
And literally, otherwise we've got a 0-0 again. I think we had the same last series. We're not doing great predictions anymore.
We need to do better next time.
Yeah.
Speaking of, give me your top 3 predictions for next season.
Okay. So all of mine have changed for next season. I've not kept any of them, I thought.
Okay.
No, I'm throwing it out. So next season, my predictions are that Mulder's sister will be back and she will die.
Ooh, it's very interesting because I've got a very similar prediction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I did just put initially that his sister will be back, and I was like, well, that's boring. Like his sister could come back anytime. And I was like, okay, let's add another wrinkle to it that she's going to die. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I have the feeling they're going to kill her off.
Does it count if she's already dead?
Oh, let's say yes. If they find her and she's actually dead.
Let's not just say yes. No. Yes. So if they find her and she's dead, you get the points. I don't think that's what you predicted. No. Actually, you know what? I'll give you that because I've got my one was the real Samantha, not a clone. The real Samantha will make an appearance and she will be alive.
Oh. Okay.
So that's a direct sort of opposition to yours.
The yin and yang of these predictions there.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see. I think that's really good. We didn't plan that either, by the way.
No idea. Shall I go on to my next one?
Next one.
So I am predicting that the black oil is going to infect a member of the X-Files. So it either has to be Mulder, Scully, Skinner, or a new X-Files agent.
Oh, hedging your bets there, aren't you, Luke?
Yeah. But there has to be a member of the X-Files specifically. It can't be like Krychek. He's had it done before. It can't be, it has to be somebody who's like involved in the X-Files.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. What's your final one?
And my final prediction, right? I saw an episode title, and I'm basing it solely on this. I got to be honest.
This feels like cheating to me.
I mean, listen to the prediction first.
Okay.
I feel like if I get this, I should get about 5 points because I don't think this is going to actually happen.
Okay.
But there is an episode coming up called Fight Club.
Okay.
Now, I am predicting he was hot in the 90s and the early noughties. He was on TV shows. He was in Friends. Brad Pitt is going to be in the X-Files.
Wow. Okay. In this Fight Club episode?
Well, I just put Will cameo. I'm not saying specifically in that episode. Okay. Just in case, it would be hilarious if there's an episode called Fight Club and he doesn't turn up in that one, but another episode.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen because I'm pretty sure I've never seen like a picture or something of Brad Pitt being in X-Files, but hey, who knows? I'll be honest, I was running out of ideas, and I saw that.
And sort of Fight Club, and you went Brad Pitt. That's my man.
Brad Pitt's going to be in it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Okay, so obviously I've got the real Samantha. I've got Fowley will die this season.
Oh, no more deaths.
More deaths.
We're predicting a lot of deaths this series.
You know what? My one big success in all these predictions was X dying. So I think death's where it's at. That's where I'm going to get my points. That's where my money is. You know what I mean?
Death's where it's at. You should get that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, death's where it's at. That's the Czech saying on Most Unwanted.
Yeah.
If I wanna start raking in these points, you know, getting the big bucks, I need to start betting on death.
Bet on death, yeah.
So sorry, Fowley, but it's you. I thought who is likely to die out of the cast? It's not going to be Mulder. It's not going to be Scully. It's not going to be Skinner. Krycek, I think, has got the potential of dying at some point, but not yet.
I have a Fowley prediction as well for my overalls, but we'll save that one.
I think she could be a goner, and I'm kind of hoping she is as well. So it would be a shame because I'd quite like to see the romance between Mulder and Fowley blossom.
As soon as you mentioned Fowley, I'm like, when's he going to bring it up?
Everyone knows that that's the true romance of the show, and it would be a downright shame if we didn't get to see that blossom. But if I'm being logical, I think that's the way it's going to go. I'm going to say she dies. My second one is I think there will be I think it's going to be like an arc. This is a little bit vague, so feel free to sort of adjudicate this one. The lone gunman will be detained at some point. So it's going to be a major story point of them being in danger and, like, locked away. Okay. Like, whether it's in prison, whether it's, like, taken by, like, a syndicate-like entity.
Group,
but it's going to be a big plot point that they're becoming too much of a nuisance themselves, and they get taken. Is that all right? Does that work?
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So they're my season predictions for this season, for season 7.
Yeah.
So we shall see how that gets along. And now this is the point where we check in on our overall predictions. Now this one's a little bit simpler because we can just let these roll, and we can see how because if they've not come off yet, they might come off next season.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first on this one?
Yeah, you go first with these.
Mine I'm going to let a lot of mine roll again. I have changed one, however.
Okay.
So I had Mulder will get abducted.
Yep.
Wild, absolutely wild. That's not happened yet.
Yeah. It seems like it happened a lot early on, but they seem to have stopped getting abducted so much lately.
Well, Mulder hasn't been abducted once, and I'm talking like alien abducted.
Oh, by aliens,
Yeah. And that's been my overall prediction since season 1. I've not changed it. How has that not happened yet? It's crazy. Number 2, Mulder and Scully will have a one-night stand. Still not happened. I am sure of this. So sure that I'm keeping it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If I'm taking the game seriously, it just makes logical sense.
Yeah.
If you're going to have Mulder and Scully get together, what's a more fun storyline? Them getting together, realising mistakes, seeing the tension rising, or them going, oh, now let's get married? Like, it's you know what I mean? It makes sense to me for it to be a one-night stand, so I am going to let that one roll over. I did change one. So I used to say Scully will get a long-term boyfriend at some point. We're running out of time. Running out of time.
There's no way she's getting a long-term boyfriend in Series 7.
I don't think so.
No.
So I thought to myself, I went into my mind palace, and I was like, good overall prediction. What served me well in the past? Death. So So my overall prediction now, I've changed it, is Krycek is going to get betrayed and killed, basically assassinated, by someone he trusts. The whole point in Krychek is he doesn't trust anybody. He's a lone wolf. He flip-flops side to side. I think when he finally does trust somebody, that's going to be the person that kills him.
Well, that's interesting you say that. Mine is, I'll be honest, mine's a bit more vague. I just put for one of my overalls, Krychek will die.
It's interesting because it's not as specific as mine, so I don't think that counts. I think it.
Have I got to give a specific reason of how he'll die?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair. I've been fairly specific in mine.
How am I going to change it then? Shall I go through my overalls because I can think of the Krychek one on the go.
I want to hear your previous overalls. If you've changed a lot of them, I want to hear the previous to let us all laugh at you at how long you got them, and then go on to your new ones.
Okay, so I've changed 2, but I'll go through what I've got from my overalls. So much like you, I put Cigarette Smoking Man is Mulder's dad. I do think that'll probably happen, but I'm getting sick of waiting for it, to be honest. I want to cram some points in before we finish.
This is the problem. You're too hasty, Luke. You could sit on that like I have and secure your points, but no, you're chasing them. That's fine.
I've got to get some points on the bag.
So on the bag. That's not
on the bag. In the bag is what I'm saying.
On the board, maybe.
It's amazing how one letter can change a sentence. So yeah, Cigarette Smoking Man is Mulder's dad. That didn't happen. I also had one, Skinner will die. Now, very nearly. I don't want him to die, but he nearly did. I feel like that's the closest we're going to get. If he's not dying there, he ain't dying.
He's become too integral.
Yeah.
I think he's here to the end.
Yeah, I feel like at this point now, there's no way they're killing him off. But we'll see. I might be an absolute fool. The one I did roll forward, and I feel like you'd be an idiot to remove this one. Mulder and Scully will be a couple. So I feel like that one, it's going to pay dividends eventually. It's just when.
And you are rolling that one forward?
I'm rolling that one forward, yeah.
How would you feel if next season, episode 1, the first scene is Cigarette Smoker Man. He walks into Skinner's office and goes, "I'm Mulder's dad," and then shoots him in the head.
I would be livid. I've got to be honest.
I hope that happens. That'd be
Stop
great.
watching. Yeah, I'll never watch.
Would we end the podcast if that's the case?
Well, I mean, you can take it over then. Like,
I'll take it over.
Yeah, it won't say welcome to Luke's podcast anymore.
No, once again, death has worked out for checks.
So yeah, I've dropped 2, and I've brought in 2 new ones. So yeah, I've put Krychek will die, but I need a better way for him to die. So let's say Krychek will die. Mulder's going to kill him. Let's say.
Oh, that's a big prediction. Interesting.
I'm typing it in now. We'll kill him.
I like it. I like that one.
I've got to be honest. That one was pulled out of my ass because I can't think of anybody else who would kill him.
Let the record show 2 points for you if you get that one right.
Okay,
I'm happy to sign off on that because that's a very specific prediction. I like it.
Yeah,
I appreciate your boldness.
You've just got to go with it. My other one, and again, this is where I feel like I've gone very lawyer-like in my wording. Scully will combat (brackets) physically or with weapons.
Yeah.
Fowley. I feel like Fowley and Scully are going to have some kind of physical alteration.
With weapons, like swords and spears.
Yeah, she pulls out a nunchuck. No, I mean, like, if one pulls a gun on her or like they shoot or something like that, it has to be like some kind of like, a combat. Even if nobody's injured, they have to be like trying to damage one another, if you know what I mean.
I like it.
But I like it. I feel like the war of words is going on. It's going to come to a head eventually.
It needs to escalate, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. I think we've got some good predictions there.
But yeah, I felt like I just need to shake it up because I'm sick of saying that Skinner's going to die and Cigarette Smoking Man's his dad, and we need some shuffle. We need some shuffle.
Fortune favors the bold, my friend. I think you've been very bold, and hopefully it pays off for you. only maybe not so much. I'd like it to pay off more for me. We need, to be honest, you know what? I am rooting for you because we need some wins. Like, this is seriously hurting our legitimateness as X-Files podcasters.
That credibility is taking a nosedive, to be fair.
Oh, it's in the gutter. It's in the gutter. Like, people laugh. People listen to this episode. We often get told this is people's favourite episode of the season or one of. And it's because they laugh. They tune in and they think, look at these jokes. Look at these jokes. Well, you know what? We're not jokes. We're going to get all these right. And the thing is as well, they're going to be listening to this. And a lot of these people that are calling us jokes have watched ahead, and then this is the beautiful thing about it. They're gonna know we're right straight away. As soon as we say it, they're gonna go, "Oh no, we can't laugh at them this year because they've got it all 100% correct."
That's our final prediction. 6 points apiece. We're both gonna be right with everything.
Exactly, 6 points apiece because we are the X-Files podcast.
I think if we do get 6 points apiece, we should change our names to the X-Files
podcast. Yeah. I don't care about copyright.
yeah, we're going to go for the official.
The official X-Files podcast.
Can you imagine if you just did that? Like, what would happen?
No, we'll do it. We'll do it. And if Chris Carter comes sniffing, going, "Oh, where's my money?" We'll say, "Hey, Chris, have you listened to our predictions episode? 6 out of 6?
Yeah.
Now scoot off back to LA.
I don't even like it here."
So yeah, this one goes out to all you haters.
Yeah. We can't wait to rub it in your face. Why are we again making enemies of listeners?
They made enemies of us when they laughed at us in this podcast.
Okay,
I can hear them laughing, Luke, and I've got a huge inferiority complex. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
So I'm not having it anymore.
Wow. Okay. I'm not bombshell. I reckon we just leave it there, I guess, for the series.
People want to hear from us for weeks. This is what they're left with. Me having a meltdown. Why does nobody like me?
Well, at least you'll have a bit of time to recover now and get over this crippling anxiety, I guess.
I'm gonna take some time away and focus on myself.
Yeah. I think that's wise.
I think that's wise. I advise everyone to do the same. All those laughers, all those haters, focus on yourself for a little bit. And we will be back after a short break for season 7. Season 7 of the X-Files. One last note: how much are you looking forward to it?
Oh, I'm well looking forward to it at the moment. Like, there's so many things that we can sort of tackle in next series. It's there's a lot of new sort of horizons we can sort of look at now. Now a lot of the other stuff has sort of been closed off, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fresh ground to tread. I feel in this new season, so I'm really looking forward to it. Do get in touch with your predictions. And if you must, comment on how wrong or how right we are in the last season's predictions. Most Unwanted Pod on Twitter, and we'll be active, I dare say. Well, we will be active on Twitter during the break as well. So feel free to continue watching X-Files and let us know what you think and let us know what you're looking forward to for next season. But until then, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from my special guest, Luke Costin.
Yeah, it's goodbye from me. I'd be becoming the two Ronnies in this one.
That was purely coincidental because I've never watched the two Ronnies. So you take us out with the two Ronnies.
That's my extent of two Ronnies. Do you remember the four candles sketch? That was good, wasn't it? Anyway,
this is the way we're going to go out, isn't it?